evaluate the expression for x equals 2. And that expression is parentheses 3x minus 5, close parenthesis, minus parenthesis 6x plus 14, close that parenthesis. Once again, let's try that again. Evaluate the expression for x equals 2. And it says 3x minus 5 in a parenthesis. Then we're going to subtract 6x plus 14 in another parenthesis from that amount. So it's all in right, left order here, all right? So that's our story. Let's see how we're going to work it out, all right? It says we're looking for an evaluation process. Now, some of you tune in here every day, and a lot of you do. A lot of you do, and we appreciate that. Some of you were saying, wait a minute, that looks like yesterday's problem of the day. It is, except for one little difference. Today we're going to evaluate. Yesterday we said simplify. So all we did yesterday was getting the expression with terms of x. Now today we're going to go one step further. We're going to take that very same expression, but we're going to replace it with x equals 2 and then see what happens. All right, so hang with me here. First of all, two ways to work this thing. No matter how we do it, we're going to replace every x we see with 2. So I'm going to take with what we've got right now. I'm going to work inside both parentheses, and then we'll subtract the result. Now, what I'm seeing 3 times 2 minus 5. And since I've got a little parenthesis working for me there, I'm going to put just a little bracket in there. It's all right. It's just a different grouping feel. But we're going to group that, and we're going to figure that out. That one doesn't look very difficult, does it, guys and ladies out there? No, it doesn't at all. So let's go and fix another one up here. How about it? 6 times 2. We'll add 14. But, folks, we're going to have to do that first because we're going to subtract. So remember, good old parentheses before exponents, and definitely before multiplication and division, and of course adding and subtracting comes at the very end. That's my dear Aunt Sally, but that's the order of operations. That's how we know what to do. So at this point, we're still inside parentheses, So we're going to say, inside we're multiplying, then we'll subtract, all right? Just so happen to work left to right that way, but we are going to multiply, then subtract. So I've got 2 times 3, gives us 6. Subtract that 5, we have 1. That's the result of the first bracket, all right? So 6 minus 5 gives us 1. Let's go to the second bracket. I've got 6 times 2, which is 12. Add 14. I have 26. And it is a positive 26, but I've got to subtract it. All right, so that's going to make things like a 1 plus a negative 26, which basically brings me to a negative 25. Now, this step isn't really necessary because once you know how to do subtraction, you basically know you're starting with 1 and you're going to lose 26. You're going way, way, way in the hole, all right? You're going to be at a negative 25 there. Now, say there's another way to work through this thing. Let's take a look at the other way. And it's going to bounce off what we did yesterday. Yesterday, like I said, this problem is the very same thing. So changing our signs, yesterday we ended up with negative 3x minus 19 for a simplified form, all right? Let me box this around here so we don't get confused. We've got negative 3x minus 19. Now you say, Ernie, where did you get that? I took 3x minus 6x, which gave me minus 3x or negative 3x. Then I took along here and said, let's go negative 5 minus that 14 because those are like terms. Put them together, and that gave us minus 19. So there we have a start. Now the question is, if I put a 2 in there, will we get negative 25? We should. It should work fine because we're still renaming the expression that we started with. We're just naming it differently. So let's see what happens when we go with negative 3 times our 2 minus 19. Let's see how that works out. Actually, you say, Ernie, that looks easier. Well, it is. It's a lot less to worry about, isn't it? So let's go with it. Negative 6 minus 19. That's like saying plus a negative 19, and I believe we're still at, how about it? Negative 25, which we should be. Because once again, we did basically the same process. We just broke it down to begin with. We pulled things together. Over here, we broke it down into smaller pieces and worked it out. Here, we just went straight into it, got where we were going. So same answer, negative 25, either way you do it.
For more math help, visit TNLearn.org.